All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1177 on this beautiful Wednesday evening. It is a Wednesday evening. It is the Wednesday where we give you a little bit of content, a little bit of techniques. And it's a good thing you showed up because Brandy's got some great stuff ahead. She's got some 6 questions that she's going to go ahead and break down for you like she was Charlie Brown in a dance off. It's going to be great. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz, but you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice. As we always do every night, we just talk about pass notices. We talk about breaking down questions. We talk about techniques. We talk about strategy. We talk about content. We don't just give you a simple breakdown that you could read in any book. We give you the nuts and bolts of how to take it apart, put it back together, so that way you could get an answer. That's all that matters. Because let me tell you all something. It's tough putting something together for free. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's tough, right? Doing it nightly for sure, Monday through Thursday, even though it's only Monday through Thursday, it's a lot of work. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that need it, they need this little bit of thing that we do here. And I just like to say thank you so much for being here, and want you to say that it's deepest gratitude for you guys showing up and being here at this hour. And also I have deepest gratitude and thanks for everybody that shares Kona. We are just a mom and pop situation over here. There is no big advertising company. There is no businesses backing us. There is no company that helps us out or sends us people or does anything for us. Really, honestly, it's all on the backs of us and our hard work and what we put into it, and day and night, listening to every single passer, listening to everybody what they're struggling with, whether it's in the exam or whether it's off the exam or whether it's personal, whether it's whatever it is that you're going through. And we've gone through 1,177 episodes. I mean, we've talked to people who've going through cancer treatment, going through hardships, losses, and just being there for you. And you guys have always been there for us too. We've been on here right after a head-on collision. We've been on here right after my son passed away. And not because I want to be like braggadocious about that or say how tough we are about that, but just the simple fact that sometimes being with people, being in a community, it's the difference of being able. I don't know if that makes sense to people. So many times you wanna you wanna back down, you wanna crawl in a corner, and there's times that I'm not gonna lie that that definitely I've had those moments, and I know you have too. But when you belong to a community where you can lock arms with each other and you can raise each other up and be there for each other, it makes the next day, the next step, the next time, the next try, the next pass, whatever it is that you're trying to do, that next fail, even a little easier. Don't you agree? Makes it a little easier. I know there's a lot of people say misery loves company. I would say there's a little bit of truth to that. It is nice when you are miserable, you have company. Because a lot of times when you're miserable or you're not feeling your best and you're not doing your best, that's when you really need somebody to be there for you. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being there for us. I know there's a lot of you that would love to thank us for being there for you. And I do appreciate that. Sometimes Brandy and I don't know what to do with that because this is just beyond anything that we've ever thought that we'd ever be doing, to be honest. Um, I know that we're on here all the time, and some people would find it hard to believe, but um, I would live a life of being a recluse if I could. I'm just a very, what do I want to say, internal person? Is that what they call it?
Introvert.
Introvert. Brandy at times is very extrovert, but most of the time she's the same as me. And so being out here and doing this has really just been private for sure. Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, there's not a lot of posts out there. I try not to, but sometimes I get into it. But we do this because and I don't know how you all feel about the things that you do or why you do what you do for why you want to get this license, but I hope it's the same reasons that the reason why we do what we do every night. It's because you want to contribute to the greater good. Will you get compensated? Sure, as all people do, when they master a skill set or provide a service, right? But it's so much better when you feel like you're doing something for somebody, when you're helping them, and it helps you connect with people. And I was just talking about our community, um, but this community reaches out farther than into other people's communities because you guys are going to get your licenses and you're going to help your community. You're going to help your people. And I talked about this the other night. It's the ripple effect. But mainly, I want you to focus in on is why are you doing this? Why? 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 Why do you do it? A lot of times, Brandy and I are like, man, I don't know. I don't know if we should be doing this anymore, or maybe we should pack it in. Maybe we're doing the wrong things. Maybe we're not reaching the masses like we should in the right way. I don't know. Maybe we're not, all that negativity comes in, right? And then you get a message from somebody, you get a text from somebody. Brandy got one the other day. It made her cry. And then you realize it doesn't matter if it's the masses or just one person. It makes everything worthwhile. It makes you feel like you have a purpose. And when you have a purpose in life, it makes every day better. It makes all of your world around you better. And a lot of times there's so much of this negativity and vinegar, I don't know, a lot of that sourness, saltiness out there. You gotta make it bland. You gotta neutralize it with a positivity and making a difference in a positive way to combat it so we can all have a better community at large. And I just challenge you guys. I know y'all came here to study and all this stuff, and you're brand new, and you're like, man, I didn't know it was going to be like this, but it is because if you're brand new and you're just starting, or maybe you're brand new to us and you've already struggling with it, you're going to notice that a lot of this is all mental. A lot of it's mental. A lot of it is mental, and you need to connect and you need to get into a community and you need to just reach out and text somebody and be able to be with your teacher if you need to and ask those questions. We got that for you. And if you're not on with us, now's the time. Now's the time to get into a community. It's not just breaking down the same old questions and reading the same old book to everybody that everybody else is reading that they didn't write. Guys, Brandy wrote her own books. Why? Not because she wanted to make an extra dollar off of you. It's because, and trust me, I know there's people that aren't paying for our books and probably distributing them, even, however that is and why ever that is. I feel like God has said, you know what, they need it more than you need the money. And more than they for whatever reason they want to do that and they need that. Maybe I don't know the situation, but I'm just glad it helps. But Brandy put that together for over a year on most of these books. Like, it's not something she just copied another book like most people do. She wrote this stuff out. Why? Because this is the stuff that you need to connect to. This is the stuff that's easier. It's not that she's reading someone else's book. She's breaking it down so that way you can understand it. So that way you have a better understanding and what you don't need to know. And if you're not locked into our course material on the daily or our live sessions, you're really missing out on the whole Kona experience. And especially if you're missing out, if you're not connected in our community, you're really missing out as well, because this is a whole system. This is like a whole ecosystem that we created to literally get you through a journey, not just an exam, not just like, these quick marketing schemes, SIE made easy, 6 made easy, 7 so simple. Why do I fail? I could do that on Instagram all the time, and I probably should. And I probably should put it on YouTube, and I should probably be better at like marketing it like that, so I can get some more clicks. But I don't know how to market the fact that we're just here to just try to get you guys past the SIE, the 6, the 63, the 65, the 26, multiple exams, because that's the name of the game. It's not just one exam, it's multiple exams. Multiple exams. The SIE, and I hate to belittle this, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, it's not a license. It's just one little small stepping stone to the real exams that you have to take to be licensed. The SIE does nothing other than allow you to get a federal license. Basically, it's just a gateway exam. It's like the troll that guards the bridge. You know, you got to answer its questions before you can move on. That's it. So Brandy and I've never focused on just getting the SIE. It's always get all of them. Get all the pass notices, whether it's MLO like you see on our site, if it's like a whatever it is, whatever exam you need to pass, that's what we're focused on. And we've now branched it out to where we're not just doing security stuff, we're doing just plain old mastering of multiple choice exams and exam mastery. It doesn't matter what it is. There are ways to like totally disarm these types of questions and disarm these exams that maybe some of you have been haunted before by, because they just destroy you. Like those multiple choice exams for some people is just like an Achilles heel, like you cannot believe. And a lot of times it's just mental. And if you have some tools in your tool bag, it makes it a lot easier than just going in there and thinking that you're going to have to just go about it the same way you've gone about it your entire life and being disrupted by it. I didn't say defeated, but disrupted. Let's just say disruption. If you need a program like that, right now is a perfect program to get into it. Time to get into it. We have 15% off all for all new members signing up right now. We are going to have a workshop where it's just passing multiple choice exams, where I'm going to talk about that in just a second. And you do get a discount if you are a member. So if you're wanting to be a member and you want to get on there and you get on the workshop, guys, we have a whole program just to master exam taking and take some of that edge off. We have all those live sessions I was talking about, course videos. We have replays available if you can't be in the lives. We have books for sale, like I just talked about. Brandy wrote those books, SIE 663, 65, 26, all available. And we have that Kona community, which I was started off talking about, that is free to join. It's on the Discord, but you got to hit the link. You got to scan the QR code 951-290-3077. Reach out, give me a call, give me a text if you need more information, or on email, send it at KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. All right. Tomorrow we got the Series 6 65 study hall, small group tutoring. We have a full lineup tomorrow, right?
Yep.
A full lineup. I don't know. Brandy and I might go be at a Starbucks tomorrow just to shake it up. You ever felt like you need to shake up your environment and you just got to like be somewhere else? Sometimes it gets a little stale.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I got to take Brandy out for a walk. Stagnant. Go out there and get some air. And we found this one Starbucks that seems like it works. If you're locally out here, who knows? Maybe we'll have you. You can come meet us over there and hang out, and we'll do that. Maybe we should start doing that. Just random live Starbucks and just do stuff, and you just come over, have a coffee, meet us, maybe even hear Brandy's session, and do that. Let's do that. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, this is what we got going on tomorrow. You got to be a member, join up. It is October, but we are not starting the October Zoom member code until Monday of next week. So September code, as usual, will be continuing until Monday when we'll switch it up. Okay. All right. Exam workshop, like I talked about, we are 12 days away from our in-person / Zoom online, whatever we want to call it, exam workshop, where we are going to just talk about passing exams. And it doesn't matter if you're trying to pass a chemistry exam or you're trying to pass your SIE exam. We're going to talk about dismantling these multiple choice exams. And Brandy has a great way of connecting that and showing you how to do that. And you don't have to be, like I said, studying for the securities. It could be life. It could be, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Brandy's going to show you some tricks, tips, and techniques. It does help if you're a member, but you don't have to be, because we do have a general admission. But you need to enroll, scan the QR code, hit the link so Brandy can send you that information and you can get that. The address for the in-person is on the screen. It is at Chicago Avenue address. It is in an office. It'll be on a Sunday, and it'll be somewhat 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's roughly that. And we make it fun. We take breaks.
Try.
Yeah, it'll be good. All right.
Yeah. It's not boring.
What do we got next? Are you ready to go?
Rolling in.
Let's go. Rolling it. All right, let's go. Brandy, what do you want to talk about tonight? What do you want the people to know about tonight? You describe it.
I don't. I think we should instead of calling it Wild Card Wednesday, we should just call it like it is. It's where I just take the 6 questions in succession.
Well,
Yes,
last
that's
Wednesday
next.
you didn't do that.
I didn't?
No, you didn't.
Thought I
You
did.
made it specific that you didn't do it that time, but the time before that you did,
Oh,
and then this time you did. That's
okay.
why I call it wild card because you never know what you're gonna do.
Oh, well, I defaulted back to 1 through 6. So that's what we did.
The first six you saw, this is the ones you're gonna do.
Yeah, I just took a 6-question quiz.
What do they want them to pay attention to?
We're going to do this. We're going to go techniques like we do on Tuesday, plain meaning like we do on Monday, and then maybe have to add in just a little content. But the idea here, guys, is that you're seeing in just the like a not pre-picked, just a set of questions, how much you can rely on what we teach you guys here and how far it could get you in a whole quiz, in a question. Like it can get you pretty dang far. And that's the point that we're trying to make tonight. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
I always introduce it, but sometimes I have no idea where you're going.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know either until I start talking.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So we have the Uniform Securities Act. We have the Uniform Practice Code. We have the Code of Arbitration Procedure, and we have the Code of Procedure. So I'm just going to kind of do some surface level connection real quick. Uniform Securities Act is the Series 63. This is all state stuff. State stuff. And then the Uniform Practice Code, that means all firms do the same thing, do the same. So when they mean uniform practice code, that's what they're talking about, right? Code of arbitration procedure. This, I always like to say, arbitration looks like arguments, which are disputes between people, like Judge Judy. And then code of procedure is from FINRA.
I think is Judge Judy still on?
I don't know. I
I
actually,
know Wapner's not.
yeah. So like the code of procedures from FINRA, we call them the cops.
Judge Joe Brown.
The cops, right? Okay, so that's like an idea of what we do like during our member sessions, right? All right, and then as Diana put in the chat, she said these all have code in them. I could say that these both have the word uniform in them, and then we're talking procedure and procedure. So there you go. See, there's like a lot of technique in this one, right? So right? So accusations of FINRA conduct rule violations violations will heard and handle. Sorry, I didn't even read the
Will
question.
be heard and handled. I guess they missed the B.
Yeah, like guys, there's a lot of times I don't even read these. I look for the key match, right? FINRA D. That's it. Like I just look for the match. I don't really try to read the question at all, to be honest. I just look.
And if you all want to know how she has this broken down, how do you like Brandy, do you have this written down somewhere? Is there a way for you to have this like so I can do this and have this already laid out for me? Do you?
Yeah. Okay. So fun fact, guys. Fun fact. Funny that you bring this up because I don't even think you realized you knew this. On Monday, I kind of started this thing where we're doing is just listing keyword chains.
It's almost like your book.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Available. Scan the QR, hit the link.
Right. All right. So the accounts grow tax deferred. Contributions are tax deductible. Tax on interest and dividends are deferred, but not on capital gains. Contributions are not tax deductible. So the first thing I saw was that these two are like
Dear opposite.
completely opposite. And then I saw that these two were talking about being deferred
Later.
but not this. Now, guys, we have a saying. We have a saying here at Kona that
Yes.
says tax deferred
Capital gains.
equals no capital gains. Tax deferred equals no capital gains. So you guys see how C says tax on interest and dividends are deferred, but not capital gains? Basically, what they're saying is that the capital gains are not tax deferred, that you'll still get taxed on them. That's what C is saying.
Is that what you're saying on the little top thing you wrote down?
Tax deferred means no capital, means you won't be taxed on capital gains. if it's tax deferred. Okay. So this just so I'm looking at these two and I'm like, these two are opposite, but also this is like not true. The statement is not true. Okay. Does that make sense? Kind of, maybe.
Okay.
They're both saying tax deferred, but C is not an accurate statement.
So what you're saying at the top is not what it says on C.
Correct. I'm saying that is why C is wrong.
Got you.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. My brain sees it.
Because my brain is like not a no.
Right. Which of the following are true of both qualified plans and annuities? Qualified plans and annuities. I'm going to focus on A and C because we both know. I mean, we know that these are tax deferred.
If you don't know, now you know.
Qualified plans are retirements and annuities.
Qualified for me is qualified means that they are going to be taxed.
Correct. Correct. I don't like these questions. I'm just going to tell you guys, I had to pick it. I had to put it in here because it's part of the sequence. But in all honesty, these questions, when they say true of both things or not true of one, but true of the other.
Are you hinting at the fact that on the real exam, it won't be as
dumb? I mean, complicated.
There you go.
It won't be as complicated on the exam.
It'll be a little bit more clear.
Yeah.
Direct.
These are lame.
Not word gymnastics.
There you go. There you go. All right. I got an A. A. I got an A. I'm just kidding.
Do you know what I know?
What?
More A's, the better.
More A's better. So more A's.
That would be the bestest.
More A's. Yay. Right?
Yep. So B would be the lowest on the scale then.
This is the only B. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So then you're saying that this is the lowest.
Yes.
And that's the highest.
Yes.
I think it's fair. Which of the following is the highest bond rating?
Hey, what's better than getting an A? Getting 3 A's.
3 A's, yo.
That's how I remember it.
There you go.
Hope you remember it.
That's a good way to memorize it. To memorize it. Memorize it. Long day. All right.
We went to school in the ghetto. We used to say, "Remember it."
Remember it. Again, not excited about 1, 2, 3, 4 questions.
Come on, Brandy, you remember?
All right. So I'm looking at my two. So I always still look at these answers first too, as well. Sorry. I look at these answers as well. Check it out. We're picking 2, right? So that's like the first thing I know. Pick 2. And I'm usually doing something like this on my paper, just so you guys know. And then I'm just going to go right to and then if I have paper, like obviously I can't write on the screen at the test, I'm going to do something like this. Okay. All right. But we're going to reveal the question. So the question says, which of the following records must be kept for only 3 years? Only 3 years. This is most things. But guess what? I have 4 choices. Dang it. Right? All right. So I looked at my awesomeness over here, and it says statements, new account forms, confirmations, and order tickets. So the first thing I thought of was like, what is something that would probably have to be kept for a long time versus something that would have to be kept for a little bit of time? And I know that if you have a new account form, like basically like you have brand new clients, guys, you're not getting rid of those in 3 years. You're going to keep those for as long as you have the client. And then content wise, +6. Okay. So we can say that 2 is not, this is how we do it. 2 is not an answer. Okay. Because it says 3 years. So
right.
A is out. C is out, which we know now that 4 is an answer. Do you guys see what we just did there?
Yeah. That means that we have B and D.
Right. B and D. So 4 is an answer. So I don't have to read it.
Right.
Okay. So then now I see confirmations or statements. What is the least important of a a quarterly statement, or hey, here's a confirmation that your order went through? What's least important? Your
I would
statement.
say statements are pretty important.
Pretty important. So that means the confirmations or like receipts?
Yeah.
Probably not. Boom.
I would say they're least.
There you go. So we're going to keep those for a shorter amount of time. That's the answer. So you guys see how I reasoned it out?
What's the least important?
It's the least important.
We didn't say that it wasn't important. It was the least important
in that list.
because you're probably going to get rid of it in 3 years.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean you're not going to have them. It's just the time you need to keep them is probably not as long.
Exactly. So I did decide that
like,
this question wasn't as
it's like when you buy a shirt at the store. You're probably going to keep the receipt for that shirt at least until you get like a wash on it and you wore it and make sure it fits, right?
Yeah.
I guess, right? Make sure like after a wash, all the color doesn't come out and doesn't fall to threads.
Doesn't unravel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after that, they're not taking that back.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Call writers and put buyers. Oh.
Unless it's a tax write-off, then you probably got to keep the receipt.
Now, guys, you're you're in for a treat because I'm going to give you guys the majorest.
It's the first trick and treat of Halloween.
It is. This is like the majorest of keywords.
I just thought of something. Maybe we should do like an October theme. Trick or treat? Brandy showing you a trick or is it a treat?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. We could try it. All right, guys. So if I'm long a call, I buy the right to buy stock on bullish. If I'm short a call, it's exactly opposite. So there we go. Okay. So if I'm short a call, I'm selling. Now I'm obligated to sell stock on the bear. Now on the flippity flip side, a long put, I'm going to match my B because I'm going to match my L's, I'm going to match my B, but it's opposite. It's a different thing because it's an LP, not an LC. So these are such BS and these are bears. And then the SP is SB. It's a bull. Just memorize that because this is going to work right here. You guys ready? Translate this. So my calls. Call writers. This is a short call. This is a long call. This is the LP. This is the LC.
How do you know that?
Long means buy. That's where this little letter comes into play. Buyers. Okay. All right, let's put the buyer here. Buyer. LP. Okay. Now, I should probably have done a different color. Now, the writers are the shorts. Okay. The writers are the shorts. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then this is SP. This is SP. This is SC. Okay.
Okay.
All we did was label it.
Yes.
Now, somebody did mention that A is odd. That is a good call. Now, when I first saw this set, I literally just did this work. But now that we did this work, look at what Charmaine says in the chat.
Well, A is reversed.
This one's
writer
different.
And then a buyer. Yeah.
Exactly. Because we used the different colors.
Yeah. You could see it.
You can see it. Stands out, right? Okay. So it says, look at this. Which of the following investors are bearish? Let's just
go with it.
Because, right? Boom, 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 boom.
I mean, in your little diagram over there on how to remember, bear comes first.
Like, I didn't even, like, I literally just drew it out. I wasn't, look at student of ours paying attention to the technique first instead of doing the work first.
There you go.
Congratulations. Would have answered it a lot faster than I did when I was going through this.
There you go. That's the difference.
That is the difference. Okay. One more. Correspondence.
Imagine the amount of time you save on an exam. Like, I know there's people out there that explain this stuff in these long, drawn out ways, and like they throw all the content out there. But if you literally can have an advantage where you can look at that and you can maybe even just do quick notes on your little scrap paper there, go through that very quickly, mapping it out as we call it, in literally seconds without even having to like really think about it.
Yeah, for real.
Not even understanding any of it, just realizing that's the sequence. There you go. That's probably it if it's bearish.
Yeah, just like that. Boom.
And barely, you just look at the question just to confirm that A is right. That's all you're doing on the real exam.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be bearish because that's the top priority in the order here because it comes first, right? Bearish is first on that answer choice. So it's probably a bearish situation. All right, what's the question say? Oh, I'm looking for something bearish.
Yeah.
Connect the dot.
Boom.
Seconds.
That easy. All right. So guys, correspondence 25, less than 25. Institutional communications goes to institutional people. Sales literature is marketing and retail communications, right? I could say that these two in the word communications, right? And I can also say that these two, because they have the number one is their opposite, right? So B and D are similar because they say the word communications. A and D are opposite because content wise, one's higher or one's lower. D is the double dip. Let's go confirm it in this question. Guys, this question has been around since I studied 10 years ago and it pops up frequently.
Are you saying this Q bank keeps it fresh?
Yes.
Keeps it fresh like stale socks?
I'm going to prove to you guys why D is the answer. Okay. So basically, Jackson Raleigh, registered rep in Memphis, Tennessee, has a client with a pension fund manager. He creates several flyers for information to the funds available to the Tiger pension plan and emails them to the fund manager so that the fund can print the copies and make them available to the participants. That right there is the exact reason that this is retail communications. Now, the reason why this gets confusing, if you guys were answering this content first,
yes, or looking at the question first,
exactly, is because the pension is an institutional investor. But this content is not going to the pension. It's going to the participants of the pension.
There's a huge difference there, as you're saying.
Huge difference. Huge difference. So I was actually kind of excited that this question popped up as number 6.
This is a perfect example of why we look at answers first. You already had an idea of what the answer was going to be. You read the question to confirm.
Yes.
It kept you straight into just answering the question and what it was asking.
I really just had to confirm it was retail.
If you read the question first on this one, this is a perfect example. You probably lost your concentration and read it 10 times and got it wrong.
Absolutely.
Because that is a boring question. But you know what it is? Preparation for the real exam because the questions are like that one.
This is one of the longest questions in this question bank. And so that's why, like you said, answers first is so important because all I had to do was prove that it was retail.
We get this question more than not this question particular, but the question always is how do I get past these long questions? Long questions get me every time. It takes me so long to read it. It takes me so long to go through it. Brandy just showed you on how to combat a long question. Will it be worded differently? Absolutely. But the strategy and technique in which you approach a long question should be the same every time. Look at the answers, read the question with purpose, just confirm what you already thought and your suspicions on what the answer was going to be before you even read the question.
By the way, guys, including screenshots, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. That's how long it took me to do it.
Boom. Bam. What's your catchphrase? Boop. Got to work on that. You need a tougher one. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. That's it. That's what we got for those 6 questions in sequence. Remember, we got all these wonderful things we have available for our membership. And thank you to all the people who do participate and let us help you out. And thank you for being there for us. And we truly could not do this without people paying, honestly, right? That's how it works. But we do enjoy doing the free because it does help people get these pass notices. And you can do us a favor. You could do us a solid, if you will. Pass the word along. Let people know that we're doing this out here so that way people can get turned on and we can help them out too and get that pass notice. Thank you so much, everybody. We love you all. We got member sessions tomorrow. We'll be back for the Studying Brew tomorrow night. Until then, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice techniques and plain meanings in your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great one.